Welcome to Pour the Wine, It's Rom-Com Time, where we'll sip some wine and review all things rom-com on the Hallmark Channel. I'm Amy.
And I'm Garry.
And?
I'm pouring wine.
You're pouring wine. What are you pouring? Cab.
Cab. Yes, our favorite.
Our favorite. I love doing our Tinsel Tuesdays podcast, don't you?
Yes, I do. I enjoy it.
We love doing them year round, right? It keeps Christmas because we love Christmas. And we are actually coming up on our very first countdown to Christmas podcast season. So we're
the crowd goes wild.
We're really looking forward to that. That's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of work, I fear.
We can do it.
We can do it.
That's
so
right.
But we're really looking forward to heading into that season. But in the meantime, all year long, we're bringing you Tinsel Tuesdays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bringing you that little bit of Christmas.
Yeah. So today we're going to be reviewing A Biltmore Christmas. It aired on the Hallmark Channel on Sunday, November 26, 2023. You can find it from time to time on the Hallmark Channel, but it's always streaming on Hallmark Plus.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
And we would love it if you would click that follow button on your favorite podcast platform so you don't miss any of our episodes. And if you listen on Apple or Spotify, you can also leave us a review. And guess what? You can also find us on YouTube and all social media.
All social medias. Send us an email to pourthewine@gmail.com and let us know your thoughts about Biltmore Christmas. I'm sure you have some because it's been out for a while and it's one of their most popular Christmas movies, right?
It is.
Or let us know about anything Hallmark related.
Yeah,
maybe we'll read it on the pod.
We sure will read it on the pod.
Yeah.
We've done it before. So, what do you think? What do you think? What do you think? What do you want to do?
What I think? What do I want to do? What do you mean? What do I want to do? What do you want to do? What are you talking about? You look crazy right now.
I know. You want to talk about who's in it?
Oh, sure. We can go there.
Let's go there first.
All right. A Biltmore Christmas stars Bethany Joy Lenz. She plays Lucy Collins.
Have some wine.
Where am I? Give me a sip of wine. She, of course, is a Hallmark fave. Bethany has been in several of their productions. She was in Savoring Paris, An Unexpected Christmas, 5-Star Christmas, Just My Type, A Valentine's Match, and Bottled with Love, to name a few.
Bottled with Love.
Some of her other work includes So Cold the River. She was in an episode of Good Sam and 2 episodes of Grey's Anatomy. She was in 5 episodes of Dexter.
Ooh, Dexter.
Ooh, we just finished Dexter Resurrection. So good.
No spoiler alerts.
Oh my gosh, no. I digress. Outside of Hallmark, she's probably best known for her role as Haley James Scott on One Tree Hill. Yeah, pretty cool. That's Kristoffer Polaha plays Jack Huston. He, of course, is a Hallmark staple. Some of his numerous Hallmark credits include The Christmas Quest, which was last year.
Yep.
Right? 2024?
I believe so.
Haul Out the Holly, We Wish You a Merried Christmas, A Dickens of a Holiday, Small Town Christmas, and he plays Travis Burke in the Mystery 101 movies.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Recently, it was announced that he will be in the Countdown to Christmas 2025 movie, A Grand Ole Opry Christmas, which they are currently filming in Nashville, Tennessee.
I bet they are.
That's probably going to be really good. Yeah. Some of his other work includes 1 episode of Landman.
Oh.
Harlan Coben's Shelter. He was in that for 4 episodes. That was on Prime.
Okay.
He was in 2 episodes of Little Fires Everywhere and 4 episodes each of the TV series Castle and Mad Men.
Oh,
both of which we loved. Yes.
Yes, we did.
Robert Picardo plays Harold Balaban. I didn't see any other Hallmark work at first glance, but he does have over 250 acting credits.
Whoa.
So he's been around for a minute. So it is possible he had another one and I might have overlooked it. His work is vast and includes the movie Werewolf Game. He was in 17 episodes of Star Trek Prodigy, 3 episodes of The Flash, 10 episodes of the series Dickinson, 4 episodes of The Mentalist, and 7 episodes of Stargate SG-1.
Ooh, another
That's a
good
very
sci-fi.
brief synopsis of his work. A.K. Benninghoffen plays Margaret. She hasn't been in any other Hallmark productions, and surprisingly, she only has 8 acting credits.
That's it?
She's really good in this. Yeah. She was in an episode of The Waterfront, which that just aired on Netflix. I think we just watched that.
Yeah, we just finished
and The Righteous Gemstones, which is a series on HBO. She was also in 2 episodes of the movie The Staircase, which I believe is also on HBO.
Okay.
Annabelle Bork plays Ava Hayward. For Hallmark, she was in Season's Greeting from Cherry Lane. A few of her other acting gigs include Torn, 1 episode of American Horror Stories, and an episode each of Scandal and Criminal Minds.
Cool.
Colton Little plays Claude Lancaster. Why am I having a hard time talking today? I do not know what is going on. With me. I guess. He has 19 acting credits, but I didn't see anything else for Hallmark. Some of his other work includes 28 episodes of Days of Our Lives, an episode of NCIS Origins. He was in the movie My Best Friend's Christmas. I don't know if that was TV or...
I don't. Not sure. Don't remember that.
And the movie The Victorians.
Okay.
Jonathan Frakes plays Winston. I didn't see any other Hallmark work for him. He is known as playing Commander William T. Riker in Star Trek Next Generation for 176 episodes. That's what you know him from, right?
With Jean-Luc Picard.
There you go. He was in the movie Devil's Gate. He was in an episode of Third Rock from the Sun.
Oh, goodness.
That's a blast from the past. 2 of the Librarian movies. We really like the movies in the series. He was in an episode of Matlock, Highway to Heaven, and going back, he was in Fantasy Island.
Oh, wow.
For an episode. David Alexander plays William West. I believe this is his Hallmark debut. Some of his other work includes 1 episode of Tell Me Lies. He was in the movie The Burial. He was in an episode of The Walking Dead, Ozark, and Dopesick, 1 episode each of those.
Okay.
And he was in the movie Chandler Christmas Giveaway. Tommy Cresswell plays Michael Balaban. For Hallmark, he was in Wedding at Graceland and Christmas at Graceland. His other work includes 3 episodes of Nashville, the movie Chasing Ghosts, We Are Marshall, Castaway, and The Firm.
Oh, wow.
Those are all those movies, yeah.
Really good ones.
And then, of course, we have to give a shout out to Hallmark faves Wes Brown and Rachel Boston, who appear briefly at the end of the movie, which is pretty cool. We'll talk about them in a little bit. Wes Brown will be in the upcoming Haul Out the Halloween movie with Lacey Chabert, and he will be in a Countdown to Christmas movie, A Newport Christmas with Gina Claire Mason. Rachel Boston will be in this month's Adventures in Love and Birding with Andrew Walker.
Oh, how cool.
There you go. No.
A Biltmore Christmas was directed by John Putch.
There you go.
I think that's how you pronounce his name. For Hallmark, he directed Holiday Touchdown, A Chief's Love Story, A Holiday Spectacular, and You Had Me at Aloha.
Aloha.
A few of his other directing credits include 12 episodes. I cannot pronounce words
it's
today.
Contagious.
12 episodes of American Housewife, 29 episodes of Cougar Town.
Ooh, we like that. Yeah, we love that. That was funny.
And Beethoven's Christmas Adventure.
Aww.
And Marcy Holland, she's the writer of this one.
Aww,
she's written a ton of Hallmark movies, The Christmas Quest, My Dreams of You, Time for Her to Come Home for Christmas, A Zest of Death. Ooh, A Zest of Death. A Hannah Swenson mystery, Our Christmas Journey, Time for Them to Come Home for Christmas, Time for Us to Come Home for Christmas, and Jingle Bell Bride. That's a lot of time for people to come home.
Time for people to come home for Christmas. Just go home for Christmas, people.
I know. Come on now.
No, we've seen a few of those. Those are really good.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Her other work includes A Cinderella Christmas Ball, Fatal Acquittal, and The House Sitter.
Fatal Acquittal. Okay.
All right.
I wonder,
I wonder what that's all about.
Yeah, I don't know.
So is it time to drop the synopsis?
It is time to drop the synopsis, if I can find it. A Biltmore Christmas follows Lucy as she's hired to write the script for a remake of a holiday movie. She joins a tour of the grounds, and when she knocks an hourglass over, she finds herself transported back in time to 1947.
Ooh. I wonder if that was a good time.
Well, probably not so much for women, but
True. And don't forget, this is a disclosure. We'll probably give away spoilers. Actually, we will.
Yeah, so, we will for sure.
If you haven't seen this, which is crazy if you haven't already, go watch it. Come back. Listen to our podcast. There I go again. And tell us what you think.
Well, there could be some people who haven't seen it, people who might hear about it on our pod, or as Christmas is coming, they hear about it and they're like, oh, you know what? We meant to watch that and we didn't.
That's true.
Yeah. So they might not have seen it. But in fairness, it was out 2 years ago. So
right.
Just be this room because we have the Scentsy on a lot.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's fair.
Yeah, it is.
All right. Should we get into first takes?
Yeah, let's do it. What'd you think?
What I think? Oh, gosh. Do I even have to say it?
Yes.
We watched it when it premiered in 2023.
Mm-hmm.
And we loved it then.
Correct.
And we didn't have a podcast then, so we didn't know we were going to end up talking about it at some point. And of course, we've watched it several times since, and I am just a sucker for a good time travel movie, especially if it has to do with going back to like the 40s or 50s or 20s. I mean, I just love it. Adding Christmas time, the gorgeous Biltmore estate, Bethany Joy Lenz, of course, Kristoffer Polaha. I mean, it hardly gets better than that.
Nope.
I mean, seriously, Hallmark completely knocked it out of the park as far as I'm concerned. And I know we'll get to like favorite scenes in a little bit, but I could name them all. Yeah. Literally, it would be hard. I will narrow it down, like we said, to just a few.
Well, what's funny is Kristoffer, he looks like somebody from the 40s.
The 40s that could have acted. Yeah.
I think they cast that really well.
Well, I instantly thought of Cary Grant.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. He could pull off Cary Grant. Like, I mean, it's just insane.
Yeah.
It's just insane. And I love Cary Grant. Oh.
And
Bishop's
Bethany,
wife.
her too.
Yeah, she's really good. She looks so good in 40s.
Attire.
The makeup, the hair, the dress. And I'm not saying, we need to go back to those times in general, but she just looks the role when she's in that. And it's just so good.
No, it was.
What'd you think?
The same thing. I mean, beautiful scenery.
Yes.
The Biltmore.
They filmed on location, right? At the Biltmore.
The time travel, I thought it was pretty cool.
Yes.
The way they did it.
The way they did it was cool.
Yeah. And I liked the color change, the subtle color change between the times.
Yes.
So you knew where they were.
Yep.
And just the love story behind it. I thought it was really good.
Yeah.
So
I agree.
That's my take on it.
I agree. And, it's kind of exciting, too, to watch because we're going to be going to the Biltmore at Christmas time.
Yep.
And I'm so excited to see the decorations. Now, what we saw in the movie that was like 1940s, right? Did you notice all the tinsel?
Yes, I did.
Tinsel on the trees. It was so funny. I noticed, I don't know why I was drawn to that. I think because that was a thing when we were growing up, right? Have your tree just slammed with tinsel.
Which goes with our theme.
Yeah,
Tinsel
but
Tuesday.
we are just, oh gosh, I can't wait to go and see the estate. I'm so excited. I'm so glad we're doing it this year.
Yeah, we get to see the lights.
Can't stand. Now, we've been to the Biltmore. We went in the spring several years ago.
Before COVID?
Right. Yeah, we did go and we had a fantastic time, and everybody should see it in different seasons, right? Yeah. In the spring because the flowers were blooming, the gardens were all in full bloom. It was beautiful.
And the winery, don't forget that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, they have a winery. Hello.
And it kind of took me back
and that's what we're drinking today.
Yes.
The Biltmore.
No, the Biltmore
I almost said the Biltmore Christmas wine, but no, it's the Biltmore Cabernet Sauvignon. Yep.
Yeah, the American.
Yep. The American.
That's what it says.
Does it? Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, when we went and we walked through the house,
yes,
I felt like I was back in Downton Abbey times.
I know. Well, yeah, I know.
it was just really good. I can't wait.
It's cool.
I can't wait till we go
so we're
again.
excited. So if you ever have a chance to go to the Biltmore, go.
Yes.
Run, don't walk. And this will be our first Christmas time there, seeing the decorations. So we're so giddy with excitement. We can't wait.
I can't wait.
All right, let's get into some favorite scenes.
Okay.
What you got? You have a couple? One? Only one?
I only have one. No, just kidding. Just the first time she travels.
Yes.
So she's on the phone with Michael Balaban, her boss, because she's there to rewrite the ending.
Well, he's the grandson of the production company, right?
Balaban. That produced it
right.
back in the 40s.
Right. The movie.
Right.
The Merry Wife.
And Winston, he takes her into the room where the hourglass is, and she's talking on the phone to Michael when the hourglass actually tips over.
Yes.
And you hear this thump, and she turns around, and she walks over, and she kind of looks at it. She picks it up and turns it back over, and then she loses connection with Michael.
Right.
And you don't know it at the time, but that's when she travels back to the
right.
To
you
the
don't
40s.
know she's traveled back. Right.
So she just thinks there's no connection. So she walks out of the room, and she's out in the grand hallway, and there's all these people. There's a lot of hustle and bustle because it's the production crew from the 40s getting ready to do a shoot from the movie. And she doesn't understand what's going on.
Right. And this is instantly where the audience knows, but she has no idea.
Right.
And I thought what was great about that scene is, it was kind of telling too about phones, cell phones now, because she's on the phone. She's trying to hello. She's trying to figure out, right. And she's walking. She is not paying a lick of attention to anything going on around here. And that's how a lot of us are. I mean, I'm guilty of it sometimes.
Yes, you are.
Okay. You are too. Hello.
No, I am. I admit it.
I mean, we're both guilty of it. And we know, there's a lot of distracted driving. Like, people don't put their phones down, and you are totally oblivious to what's going on around you. And I thought that was sort of a statement about today's, the more modern world too, because she walks around and she has clearly traveled back in time, but she does not have any idea for the first few minutes that things are different.
Yeah, and it was
outside the door of where she was.
On Jack Huston, which is played by Kristoffer.
Yeah.
And he's kind of like interested in her phone. He's like, what's that? But she's rambling and carrying on.
Right.
And then she decides to walk away. And when she does, she gets back into the room and poof.
Right.
So that's one of my
And she goes right back.
Right. Back to the present.
That. Yeah.
So what
or
was
back
one
to
of
the
yours?
present. Yeah. Well, I mean, pretty much any of the scenes from 1947. I would just classify them all. I just love that. I love the time period in movies.
Right.
The costumes, the makeup, like you said. Kristoffer was just so reminiscent of the actors of that time.
Right.
I think we talked about Cary Grant, Jimmy Stewart. I mean, it was just, I don't know. I just love it. And she's great in that time period too.
She is.
Right. I had what you had, excuse me, about the where Lucy first travels.
Mm-hmm.
So that was another favorite scene. And then I really like the scene of Jack and Lucy where he finds Lucy in the restaurant. And they're, of course, in 1947.
Right.
And they talk at the table, and then they go for hot chocolate after. And they're just really getting to know each other, and he's really trying to figure her out.
Right.
He can't he thinks he has her figured out, and she's basically this cynic who is, and he doesn't know it, but she's, rewriting this movie that she goes back in time and is on the set of His Merry Wife. Right. Mm-hmm. And it's a very popular Christmas movie, and it's become like a classic over the years. So she wants to rewrite the ending because it's a happy ending. And it's, and the character that Jack is playing sacrifices, attempts to sacrifice his angel wings in order to get two people together. And she just doesn't buy it.
Right.
She wants more of a realistic ending to the movie. And I love the scenes where he's asking her what her favorite color is, her favorite number. And she says something like, if you put your faith in people, eventually they break your heart. And he's more like, he says something like, can't get any more meaningful than two lonely hearts finding a slice of happiness in this crazy world.
Right.
And then she says she's just trying to write what's real. I think that's when he discovers she is a writer. Doesn't she say she's a writer?
Yep,
and
she does.
Right. And then he quoted Jimmy Stewart in that scene. It was so great.
I loved it.
And when he said, and I don't know if Jimmy Stewart really said this, and I really hope he did.
But he said his friend,
I forgot to look this up. But the quote was, the best movies, they inspire us, show us what we could be, appeal to our better angels. And I was like, that is so good.
Yep.
That quote is so good. And I really hope that we find out that Jimmy Stewart really said that. Otherwise, and if he didn't, that's just really great writing.
Yes, it is.
I just love that, And then he's like, okay, I know you. You're an early riser. And she's like, I'm a night owl. And then he's like, you prefer dogs to cats, and she goes, meow meow. It was so cute. That whole scene was just so good, from the restaurant to the end of that. I loved it.
Well, what about the high five? He didn't even know what that was.
Oh, that's right.
And she goes, high five.
High five.
And he's like, what?
I forgot that was in
so
that
she grabs
scene.
his hand and and she smacks it, and she's all happy about it.
And then I didn't mention this before, but there's a scene where, he walks up to her and she's like, you can't just march up on a dame and give her a what for? And you can totally hear that in the movies, from the 40s and 30s. And it just 40s and 50s. I thought it was, so that would be another scene. Sorry.
That's awesome.
What about you? Do you have another one?
Yeah. When Margaret catches Lucy for the first time, reappearing back into really the present, and she drops the pamphlet, and she's kind of like, whoa. And then Lucy is kind of startled because she wasn't expecting anybody to be there. But then a couple scenes later, Lucy's in the room where they have all the props and everything, and Margaret comes in and sees her, and she's like, I knew it. I knew you were a ghost.
Yeah, she says she's a ghost. And Lucy says, I'm literally holding a purse right now. Like, you can see me holding a purse. I'm not a ghost.
So Lucy had to explain.
Well, because she just appeared, right? Lucy just appeared.
So she had to explain what was really going on.
What was going on, yeah.
So that was another one of my favorite
scenes. That's why I was so surprised to find that Margaret really didn't have a lot of acting credits, the actress who plays her, because she was so good in that.
I know,
and so she
movie.
felt so familiar, and she's like a super fan in the movie. So
I know that was a good part, because she really loved the movie in the present day. The
present day, yeah.
And that's one of the reasons why she was there, because they were doing a showing of it.
Or they had the exhibit, and they had the exhibit of the movie, His Merry Wife, and they had right.
So you have some more
props. I really liked. Okay, so Ava is. So this is 1947. Shockingly, because I said all my scenes are
47.
The present day ones were good too.
Mm-hmm.
But Ava is in the picture with Jack, right? And Claude, who we haven't talked about yet, who's not very nice. But she leaves the picture.
Right.
Right. She leaves because she thinks she's being replaced, or Claude wants to replace her.
Right.
Right.
She finds the note on the bar that Lucy had left, but it really wasn't about what she thought.
Oh, right. She kind of misinterpreted the note that Ava found at the bar. So Ava leaves, and Lucy goes to find her, and Jack sees Lucy trying to find Ava, so he picks her up, right? And they go to the train station, and they find Ava, and Lucy tells her, you're really destined for great things. Like, if you don't do this, because that picture is what catapulted her, right? And then she ends up winning like an Academy Award later, or whatever. So Lucy's trying to convince her to go back, because that is what's going to skyrocket her in her career.
Yeah.
And then I like the banter between Jack and Lucy, because, Ava's resistant at first, and then they're like, well, we did hear that, Claude would rather have Hepburn or Veronica Lake, and then Ava's kind of like, what? And then I think I don't know if it's Lucy or Jack who says Claude is a swell guy.
Right.
And Ava's like, swell guy, my foot, I saw right through his song and dance, So then she decides to go back to spite him, because she's like, they're not going to bring in those, basically A-list actors at the time, right? So I thought that was really cute when they did their banter, and then Ava was there too. And
she was another one, Annabelle Bork, that really fit the part.
Yes.
Because at the end of that scene, she was like, let's go, boys.
Let's go. Because they're carrying her luggage.
They were sailors.
She was really good. And I really liked that they didn't make a love triangle between her and Jack and Lucy. I thought, that was, I liked that part of it. Yeah. So what else you got for favorite scenes?
Another one of mine was, was Margaret again. Because I love Margaret. What did I say?
You said Margaret.
Margaret. Because I like how she kept Winston busy while Ava was back, while Lucy in present day, while Lucy was back in the past.
Yes.
And she just kept trying to distract him, and he was trying to find Lucy because the hourglass was getting ready. They were coming to pick it up to take it back. And Lucy pretends to have something wrong with her leg.
Right.
He's like, oh my God, what happened?
Oh, yeah, Winston. But Winston, he knew a little something, right?
Well, in the end,
you find out that he kind of, I was going to ask, did he know?
I think he played along.
Yes. Yeah. I think, so did you have any more, or how many more favorite scenes?
I have a couple more.
Okay.
Do you have any more?
I have a couple more also.
Okay, go ahead. You go with yours.
You talked about Margaret. This is towards the end when she's going into the library at the same time. So she's in present day, and Lucy's kind of stuck.
That was one of mine.
In the
past,
in 1947. And she's trying to get a hold of the hourglass. Lucy is to flip it over because it broke and all that jazz. So Margaret goes into the library, and then they show Jack and Lucy run into the library. So they're in the same spot, but in different parallel universes, right? One's in 1947 and one is present day. And Harold, the studio
producer,
owner or whatever, producer, he's trying to get into the library because they've locked the library. And at the same time, Winston in present day is trying to get into the library. I just like that they were showing
side
both.
by side.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't literally split screen, but it was, you saw one and then you saw the other, and they're in the same spot. So I loved the shooting of that. I thought the editing of that was really good. I really liked that. So.
And they did the same thing again when Ava actually goes back to the present, when she leaves.
When Ava goes back to the present.
I keep saying Lucy.
Yeah.
When she goes back to the present after the glass was fixed.
Yeah.
And Jack sees her disappear.
Yeah.
Well, they show him, and this is split screen, where they're both walking back to the room.
Yes.
And she stayed in his room that Jack stayed in. So they show them both walking into
the hotel you're talking about.
Right, the hotel room. And then, they put the keys on the counter or whatever, and they both lay on the bed.
Yes, that was pretty. Now that was the split screen.
That was a split screen, and I thought that was done really
that was
well.
Good too. That was really good.
That was really well. So that was kind of my last.
That was your last one?
Yeah.
I had we've got to mention the 1 year later at the Biltmore. So Lucy has written it, and then I'm just going to give a shout out. So they're filming the updated version, and Wes Brown and Rachel Boston are playing Charlie. They're the Charlie and Ava, characters. And Wes Brown says something like, what do you think? And Rachel says, this is going to be better than Check Into Christmas. And that's a movie they actually did together. And I just like that little... the little Easter egg, I guess. I thought it was really cool. So
that was a good
I think that's the only scene they're in also, Wes Brown and Rachel Boston.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. So that was pretty cool. And then, of course, Jack showing up at the end, that obviously was great.
Right, it was.
Right.
I thought it was pretty cool how, when she first went to Biltmore, Michael had given her a peppermint. And then when she was there, she came across a boy who was trying to get the jar.
Yeah, that was really cool too.
And then she finds out because a showrunner comes up and says, "Oh, your dad is looking for you." And then she called, or I don't know if his dad or his grandfather was looking for you. And she named him. They named a little boy, and then Lucy was like, "Oh, You're Michael.
She realized Michael Balaban and his
boss.
grandfather or great grandfather was the boss at the studio.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Balaban Studios.
And then when they were back in the present, when they were finished wrapping up their take on the movie, she gives him, Michael, a peppermint, and he goes, I just had this strange deja vu. So I thought that when they brought that together, I thought that was really.
And she knew, but he didn't know that she knew that she had actually seen him when he was 7 years old or whatever. Yeah.
Now, I do have a question. So when Margaret went and sat in the theater to watch the movie in the present time, the old movie, was Lucy in the movie?
Yes.
Okay.
She sees her because the camera pans and it was the scene where Lucy first went, or I guess it'd be the second time she went back to 1947 because she's in like I want to say candy striper, but whatever. But she's got the peppermints like on the tray, and the camera. Yeah, that was pretty cool.
That was pretty cool because Margaret recognized her.
Yeah, because she knew. Right. Yeah, because that was towards the end, right? That was at the end. You're right, when they watch it.
So
the OG. Yeah.
Do you have any cheers?
Oh, we've talked about them a lot. You want to go first? What cheer do you have?
I really loved how they talked about some of the history of the Biltmore and how the family.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Would give the employee, they would throw a Christmas party and they'd have a present for all the staff and employees. I thought that was.
It was like the very first Christmas they opened the doors to the staff and the employees, right?
1895.
Yeah.
Yep. And I loved how they, that scene you were talking about, when they went for hot chocolate was shot in the gardens of
Biltmore. Wasn't that cool?
So beautiful.
It was so, the Biltmore was a character, right? In the movie, a very large character in the movie, but just beautiful. And you have to, I don't think you could get that on green screen.
Right.
I'm so glad they filmed on location.
Well, so easy to do, so beautiful and so open.
Yes.
You could just get
so
many great
I read
shots.
where they filmed, I think, in January, so it was still
kind of
chilly there, and and they had to decorate it.
Right.
I don't know if they left the decorations up or not. I forgot to look a little bit more into it, but I'm pretty sure they filmed it in January, and they probably wanted to get through the busy season there because it would be so many people go at the holiday time.
Yeah.
So.
What was one of your cheers?
All of it. I have all of it now.
Yeah,
I liked the idea of the story because, I'm all for the modern woman and whatnot, and Lucy, like we talked about earlier, she's pretty cynical about love and happy endings, and not everybody gets it. And that's true. Not everything ends in a fairy tale, but what's wrong with having something happy?
Right.
If you want a cozy escape, there's nothing wrong with that. And then I thought it was great that they had her come to realize that, because she finds out there was actually a different ending that was more somber. The original writer had written it. And then when she meets the writer in 1947, she realizes he's writing that way because he was going through a divorce. He and his wife were separated. He was sort of depressed. So while he never told her what the original ending was, she knew it wasn't all, sparkly and shiny.
Right.
And she kind of talks to him and basically is like, why don't you talk to her? Why don't you go to your ex, maybe just tell her how you feel. Have you told her? And he's like, no. And of course, then by the end of the movie, he and his wife are getting back together. And then the ending of the movie, he rewrites to be a happy ending. So I think she saw that, it doesn't have to be totally negative. And I get what she was saying, but I like that they had her come around to, why not give people something to aspire to not aspire to, but to make them feel good.
Right.
Everything doesn't have to be so dark and real. We get enough of that, in real life. So I enjoyed that part of it. And then of course, Jack, he is damn near Cary Grant in this. I can't stand it. We talked about, he was in The Bishop's Wife. Do you know what that is?
Oh,
it's so good. If you've never seen Cary Grant's work, you've got to go watch some of his movies. The Bishop's Wife, they remade it they called it The Preacher's Wife. It was with Denzel Washington, where Denzel Washington is the angel.
Yes.
Whitney Houston
Yes.
is married to a preacher.
Right.
And he's trying to, so Cary Grant is the angel in The Bishop's Wife. Which was great. He was in Arsenic and Old Lace and Affair to Remember. I mean, very, very iconic movies of that time. And he was in The Philadelphia Story, which starred Katharine Hepburn and Jimmy Stewart.
There you go.
And it's so cute. So I just loved Kristoffer in this. He was so good, so charismatic. Their chemistry was off the chain. I really loved it. Costuming, the makeup, all of it worked. All of it worked.
It sure did.
What about you? Any other cheers?
I loved the cover story for Jack when he disappeared because
when
Lucy left for the last time, she tried to come back and tell him that he was going to watch out. What was it, 1948?
Yes, he was going to die on Christmas Eve,
right.
1948. Right.
So
a year after.
So when she got back to the present and found Margaret, they both went to the little display of him and what happened, and it still showed that he had passed away. And she was kind of upset because she tried to warn him in 1947.
Right. Kind of reminded me of Back to the Future. Something's going to happen, with Michael J. Fox.
So then you kind of fast forward and it's 1 year later, and Winston wants to give her one last time with the hourglass. And so Lucy, she stands there and she's contemplating, do I turn it back over to go back to him? Because she still has his watch. And she's like, nope. And she says goodbye, and then she walks out of the Biltmore, and it's snowing. And then she turns around, and boom, there's Jack.
There he is.
And she goes, I thought you died. And he goes, no, I remember when you left, you told me something.
Yeah.
So we made a cover story just in case I
Christmas
disappeared.
Eve.
Yeah.
Because she told him something happens on Christmas Eve.
Yes.
Right.
So
yeah,
good.
That was
so well written.
So well written.
Yes.
I mean, it was the way everything came back around and came together, and just the hints of a little bit of humor, like I talked about when she says the thing about the dame. You can't just march up on a dame like that. I just thought that was so funny. And then there's another time where Lucy's talking to herself, and she's like, "What are you going to do for Christmas, Lucy? I know. Let's time travel to 1947 and get stuck there, because that's when she got stuck."
That was so funny.
Why couldn't the hourglass be a DeLorean? That's a shout out to Back to the Future, So I just thought it was, I don't know, it just everything worked.
It did.
Everything worked. The location we've already talked about. The music was great, from the instrumentals to the song. I think there was a Judy Garland, "Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas" just everything clicked. Every cylinder.
I totally agree.
Yeah. So, and the casting, perfect casting from top to bottom.
Yeah.
Top billing, to the supporting actors. It all just worked.
It really did. And and then you find out that Winston is the keeper of the hourglass. And I love how he walks away and he's whistling.
He's just got that, and he lays it on its side because we're done with the time travel for now.
Would be cool if they have a second one, a part 2.
I wonder if when we go there, for the holiday season, if they have any shout outs to the movie that was, to this Hallmark movie that was made there. I kind of hope so, but I don't know.
I can't wait.
I don't think there'll be a display, but maybe there will be. I don't know.
So
we're excited.
Did you have any jeers?
I no notes.
Nope.
No, I have
Me
none.
either.
Did you have any? No. I couldn't even if I had to come up with something, I couldn't do it. I'm not going to say anything negative about this movie.
No.
I just can't do it.
I really, really enjoyed it. So out of 5 ornaments.
Or what was your tinsel-topped moment? Do you have one?
Yes. The side-by-side, the split screen when they were both in the room at the same time, but one was in the 40s and she was in the present time. I just love how they shot that.
Yeah, that was really cool. That was really
cool. And then the fact that really cool. It was a cover story of why he passed away, and it really wasn't that he died. So,
yeah. That was 2. That was 2. Well, that's all right.
What about you?
It's so hard. It's so hard for me to pick a tinsel top moment just because all of it worked together so beautifully. The flow,
right,
and the story, the estate. I don't know that I could pick one
thing.
moment. I mean, I liked the funny ones, the funny one-liners from her. I guess if if I had to pick a moment, it would be when they met at the restaurant and then they had their talk after. Right. I just thought all of that, the hot chocolate, the discussion they had, that was so insightful for both of them.
Right.
And what a nice character he was. And, we didn't talk about this. I got to mention this briefly because it's on my mind. Claude.
Yes.
That's the character in the movie and from 1947, right? He to the public is like the greatest guy, the nicest guy and everything. But he was an ass in real life.
He was a dirtbag.
Right? He was a dirtbag.
Yeah.
Right. And I thought that was really telling too, because the public sees one image of you or can see. And I mean, I know it still happens today, but a little bit less because we have more, video everywhere, social media everywhere. People see you everywhere. It's going to come out eventually, probably. But back in those days, it didn't.
No, it didn't.
And you knew what the studios wanted you to know about these actors. And I just thought that was a really good, really good tell, for today and then.
And he was sure as...
So.
Sure as the sun rises and sets, trying to get rid of Ava.
So how many ornaments for you, 5. If I have to guess?
It's a 5.
Absolutely off the chart. 5 with 10, tinsel on top.
Sprinkle with tinsel.
Tinsel all over the tree. Tinsel. We're going to put tinsel on our tree, one of our trees this year.
Yes, we are.
And yes, we have more than one tree.
We do.
Yeah, buddy. That was so good. Oh, we just loved it. So go watch it. It's just lovely.
Yeah, it was. So is that a wrap?
That's a wrap.
Okay. If you really, really like the show, we would really, really appreciate your positive review on Apple Podcast or Spotify. And if you didn't really, really like the show, it's okay. We'd still appreciate your review.
Your positive review.
Yeah, it could be a
Hopefully,
review.
fingers crossed. Follow us wherever you get your podcasts and on social media so you don't miss a thing. Until next time, cheers.